And within the organization, what kind of leadership team or what kind of thinking or mindset do you think that you need to create this change in the, like, because we're talking long term, right? This is not
Yeah.
something which is going to happen in a few years. You're probably thinking decades ahead into the future.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, the first step there is the caliber of the team. I can't stress that enough. You can create a strategy, you can create a, I don't know, infrastructure and a plan. But if you don't have the
Mhm.
best of the best people, it's almost for nothing, especially at the level that we're trying to change stuff. So, the one little tidbit, one thing that we do on a regular basis is we stole this from Netflix. It's called the keeper test. But basically, if we review all of our staff on a regular basis, the manager should ask himself the following question: if a particular employee were to quit, how hard would they fight to change the mind of the employee? And if the answer is they would fight tooth and nail to keep them, then awesome, they're the right person. But if it's anything shy of that, then they may not be the right person. Not because they're a bad person, but again, we just need such a high caliber person to solve these problems. And so we're always doing that. And it's a scary thing, but it's also a empowering thing. As a result, the talent density or the quality of the team keeps getting better. So I think that's the number one thing I think about. But as far as the team, once you have that, then it's about alignment. So
Mm,
it's okay, what is our end goal? One of our big goals right now is to drive down that cost of construction. Then we just break that into subcomponents. So we have things like the supply chain and materials is one component of that. There is the continuous improvement, or it's the way people do work on site. That's another component. Another component is inventing new ways that construction is done, new types of materials like composite materials. And so then you you break that down to those three components, and then you have a team to dedicate each one of them.
mm,
And then you think about one of the core things to think about there is information flow, because you may have an issue in one part of your organization that somebody else somewhere else needs to know in order to improve it. And a lot of times, unless you're actively thinking about it, the person in this part of the organization, they're just busy. They don't get around to, "Oh, who do I find to go tell this issue?" And so we're building out an infrastructure just to handle that information flow so the right information gets to the right person at the right time.